Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and you are taking good care of yourself, students. Okay, so students, in our previous video, we have learned about tense and types of tenses in verb. Okay, so today we are taking up a new subtopic, that is kinds of tenses in verb. Okay, so in order to know the kinds of tenses in verb, first we need to know what is a tense. So a tense is a form a verb takes to show the time it happened. Okay, at what time action is taking place is represented by tense. Okay, it actually describes when an action happened with respect to time. Now, the time the action took could be present tense, past tense, or future tense. Got it, students? Next, kinds of tenses. In order to know the kinds of tenses, first you need to know what are the types of tenses. So, what are the types of tenses? There are basically three types of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Again, each type of tense is subdivided into four kinds of tenses. So, now let us see it. Okay, first one, present tense, simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Past tense, simple past tense, simple past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Future tense, simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Okay, students, so among all these, we are going to take up present tense, and in present tense, we will be doing present simple tense and present continuous tense. So, now let us see present simple tense. Okay, so the simple present tense is the basic tense in English. It is the first tense you will learn in English. Okay, so now let us see what is simple present tense. The simple present tense is used to describe an action that is happening right now or when it happens regularly. So action which is going on right now, currently the action is going on, which action is or state is going on currently, or the action which is repeated on daily basis. Okay, simple present tense tells us about habitual action and general truth. Okay, habitual action, the action which is repeatedly or regularly done. Okay, it is known as habitual action. Example, Ali walks to school every day. So what the subject is doing? Subject walks to school every day. So subject is performing some act on daily basis. So it will become a habit for him. Okay, that's why it is known as a habitual action. Next one, general truth. General truth is a fact or a statement, and it is a true statement and it cannot be changed. Okay, it is having a permanent situation and it cannot be changed. Example, the sun rises in the east. It is a fact, isn't it? The sun always rises from the east. So we cannot change it, we cannot alter it. It is a true statement, it is a fact. Okay, students. Now next, how to form present simple tense. Okay, we form the present simple tense using the base form of the verb. Okay, we are doing it with the base form of the verb. Okay, now let us see what is the form of the simple present tense. Subject plus verb plus s, es, ies plus object. So here s, es and ies we are adding to the base form of the verb. Okay, we are adding s, es and ies to the base form of the verb. Got it, students? Now adding s to base verb. Here example we have given, she loves to eat an ice cream. Okay, students, so here what is the verb here? Loves. It is in simple present tense, isn't it? So what is the base form of the verb here? It's love. So what we are adding to the base form? We are adding s to the base form over here, isn't it? We are adding s to the base form over here, so love become loves. Okay, second one, adding es to the base verb. So example, Henry brushes his teeth twice a day. So what is the verb here? Brushes, isn't it? So what is the base form of the verb? Brush. So what we are adding? Es. We are adding es to the base form of the verb. So brush will become brushes. Okay, third one, adding ies to base verb. Example, an aeroplane flies at high speed. Okay, so what is the verb here? The verb is flies and it is in simple present form. Okay, so what is the base form of the verb? Fly. And what we are doing it? We are dropping y and we are adding ies to it. I will explain you about this in the next slide. Okay, so what we are doing? We are adding ies to it. So fly will become flies. Okay, students. Now next one, simple present tense. Here we have, there are certain rules which we have to follow when we are making a sentence into a simple present tense. Okay, so here he, she and it will be, when the subject is in the form of he, she and it, the verb will be added, the base verb will be added s or es. And if the verb is, if the subject is in I, you, they and we, then we will not add anything. The base verb will be the verb in the sentence. Okay, students, so always remember, when he, she and it is coming as a subject in the simple present tense, then to the base form of the verb we will add s and es. And when I, you, they and we are coming as a subject in the simple present tense sentence, then we will not add anything. We will keep the base verb as the main verb in the sentence. Okay, example, she cooks food in the kitchen. So here she. So whenever there is she, what we have to do? We have to add s and es, s or es to a verb. So here there is she as a subject. So we are adding s to the base form of the verb. So what is the base form of the verb? Cook. So what we are doing? We are adding s. So cook will become cooks. Okay, next example, they play in the park. Okay, so here they is there. So whenever there is a they as a subject in the sentence in a simple present tense, then we don't have to add anything to the base form of the verb. We have to write it as it is. Okay, so example, here they have given they play in the park. Okay, so we are, what is the verb here? Play, and it is the base form of the verb. We are not adding anything to the verb, isn't it? So here play is the base form of the verb and we are not adding anything because they is coming as a subject in the simple present tense sentence. Okay, students, next. Now, simple present tense verbs for he, she, it and singular nouns. So what we are adding when we are adding s, es and ies, what are the things which we are going to do? Let us see it. Okay, there are certain rules which we have to follow when we are adding s, es and ies to the verbs. Got it? Okay, with most verbs add s. Live, lives. Sit, sits. Stay, stays. Got it, students? With most of the verbs, we have to simply add s. Next one, verbs ending in consonant plus y, change y to I and add es. Okay, the verbs which consist of y, consonant plus y at the end of the word. So what we have to do? We have to drop the y and we have to just add I to the verb and we have to add es. Okay, example, try. So R is the consonant and Y is the last alphabet of the verb here. So what we are doing? We are dropping Y and we are adding I and then we are adding ES to the verb. Got it, students? Next example, carry. So here again R is the consonant here and Y is the word which is coming at the end. So what we are doing here? We are dropping Y and we are adding I and then ES to the verb. Got it? So try, tries. Carry, carries. Next one, verbs ending in s, z, ch or x adds es to the verb in the end. Okay, so words which are ending with s, z, ch or x, So simply add es after these words. Got it? Example, miss. S is at the end. So simply what we will be doing, we will be adding es to the verb. Buzz, z is there at the end. So what we are doing, we are just adding es to the verb. Catch. So what is at the end? Ch. So when there is ch at the end of the verb, then we will simply add es to it. Fix. X is at the end of the verbs, so we will simply add es to the verb. So miss, misses. Buzz, buzzes. Catch, catches. Fix, fixes. Got it? So there are few exceptions in this verb formation. So for go, we will simply add es. So if there is o at the end also, we will simply add es to the verbs. Got it, students? Okay, so this is very important. Please go through it, because all these rules we will be following when we are changing the verbs from when we are adding s, es and ies to the verbs. Okay, students, so learn this, and whenever you are doing the exercise, be very attentive. Okay, so there are certain rules which we have to follow when we are forming a simple present tense sentence. Okay, now let us see what it is. So how we are for what are the formation of simple present tense? Subject plus verb plus s or es plus object. So this this form will be when subject is singular. If subject is singular in a simple present tense sentence, then the verb will be plural. Okay, if subject is singular, then the verb will be plural when we are forming a simple present tense sentence. Okay, second rule, subject plus verb plus object. So in a sentence in which subject is in plural form, then the verb will be in singular form. Okay, then the verb will be in singular form. It will be opposite, subject and verb. So when subject is singular, verb will be plural. When subject is plural, the verb will be singular. This will, in this present tense, verbs form plurals in opposite way, isn't it? The subject and verb, they are two things in the sentence, subject and verb. So they are opposite in each ways, isn't it? So here, when subject is singular, verb will be plural. When subject is plural, verb will be singular, isn't it? So this rule you have to follow when we are doing the exercise in the grammar book. Okay, students, now I prepared a video for you all. I want you to listen and watch it very keenly, and so you will get more knowledge about simple present tense. Okay, I hope this video will increase more in your knowledge more. Okay, so I'm playing it for you.
Hello there! We are going to learn simple present tense. The simple present tense is used for things that are general truth. It is also used for actions which are done often, usually, sometimes, or every day. For personal pronouns he, she, and it, we add s, es, and ies to the original form of the verb. For personal pronouns I, you, we, and they, we use the original form of the verb. Let us move on to understand simple present tense better. We use simple present tense to show general truth and facts. Add s to the original form of the verb. Let's take a look at the following examples. The moon shines at night. Shine, shines. The earth moves around the sun. Move, moves. We add to the original form of the verb when the verb is a habitual action or an action that is done often. Let's look at the examples. He walks to school every morning. Walk, walks. Asing sells fruits and drinks every afternoon. Sell, sells. We add ies to the original form of the verb when the verb ends with a y. She studies hard every night so that she can pass her exam. Study, studies. We add es to the original form of the verb when the verb ends with s, sh, ch, or o. Take a look at the examples. Tommy watches television every night. Watch, watches. He washes his car every week. Wash, washes. Jessica crosses that road every morning. Cross, crosses. My mother goes to the supermarket every Sunday. Go, goes. Now, let's go and take a look at some examples for the personal pronouns I, you, we, and they. When these pronouns appear, we cannot make changes to the verbs, so they remain in the original form. Look at the examples. They eat dinner at 6 p.m. every evening. Eat, eat. We drink orange juice every morning. Drink, drink. I walk to school with my friends every day. Walk, walk. Now, let us do an exercise together. Choose the correct verb in the present tense form to fill in the blank. His father goes to work by car every morning. She brushes her teeth every day. A tiger runs very fast. We sell vegetables every morning. He studies every night. Mr. Brian is a farmer. Every morning, he starts work when the sun shines brightly in the sky. Mr. Brian plants a lot of vegetables. Many people buy his fresh vegetables because he uses fertilizer. Every evening, Mr. Brian tidies up his workplace. And then he goes home in his old car. What are these words? These words are words in the present tense form that we can find in the story of Mr. Brian. Starts, shines, plants, buy, uses, tidies, goes. Let us do an exercise. Choose the correct verb in the present tense form. Tick the correct sentence. Every morning, the sun shines brightly. Mr. Brian starts work early in the morning. Mr. Brian uses fertilizer for his plants. Every evening, Mr. Brian tidies up his workplace. Mr. Brian goes home in his old car.
Okay students, I hope you enjoyed the video and gained a lot of knowledge as well. Okay, now let us take up the second topic, that is present continuous tense. Okay, so what is present continuous tense? Present continuous tense is any action or activity which is going on at the time of speaking. Okay, when the any action or any activity which is going on at the time of speaking. Example, he is cleaning the room. Okay, so present continuous tense always will contain subject, be form, verb plus ing plus object. Okay students, now when do we use present continuous tense? Let us see, when do we use present continuous tense? We use present continuous tense, first one, actions that are happening now. So actions which are currently in progress, which are not completed, which is going on. Okay, currently in progress, which is happening now. Okay, example, she is cooking in the kitchen. Okay, so is cooking. Here is cooking. So is the be form of the verb. It is the helping verb, and cooking, cook is the base form of the verb, and we are adding ing to it. Okay, so always we will be adding helping verb as well as ing to the base verb in order to form a simple present continuous tense sentence. Okay. Second one, actions that are temporary, means the actions which are lasting for a shorter period of time. Okay, for example, they are staying in London for a few days. So what is the verb here? Are staying. Are is the helping verb, be form of the verb, and staying, stay is the base form of the verb, and we are adding ing to it. Okay, so are staying. Next, definite future plans. Okay, planning something or some action which is going to take place in future. So we use present continuous tense for this. Okay, example, I am going hiking tomorrow. Okay, they are planning for some activity or some action which is going to take place in future. Got it, students? Next, examples, present continuous tense and ing forms. Okay, ing verbs. Okay, bowling, batting, running, catching. So what is common in all these four words? They are adding ing to the base form of the verb. Ball is the base form of the verb, and they are adding ing to it. Bowling. Bat is the base form of the word, and they are adding ing to it. Batting. Run is the base form of the verb, and they are adding ing to it. Running. Here for batting and running, the last alphabet they are doubling it. Okay, this there is there are certain rules which we will be following for adding ing to the base form of the verb. So I will explain you in the next slide. Okay, so running, run plus ing, running. Catch plus ing, catching. Got it, students? Okay, the ing verbs express an action that is continuing at the time of speaking. As I said you, the action or activity which is going on at the time of speaking. Okay, so these verbs are in present continuous tense. So all these verbs which consist of base form plus ing will be always in present continuous tense. Okay. Next, present continuous tense forms. Okay, present continuous tense forms. So, what are the forms of present continuous tense? Let us see it. Am, subject plus am or are or is plus verb plus ing. Okay, this is the form of present continuous tense. So always in present continuous, what will be happening? Tell me. We will be adding the helping verb, and we will be adding ing to the base form of the verb. Got it, students? And these are the two rules which we will be following when we are forming a present continuous tense form. Okay, when subject is singular, helping verb is also singular. When subject is plural, helping verb is also plural. So students, just now we discussed few rules in simple present tense, isn't it? So in present continuous, a simple present tense is opposite to present continuous tense. In simple present tense, what we did, what was the rule? When subject is singular, the verb will be plural. But here, when subject is singular, helping verb is also singular. Okay, when subject is plural, helping verb is also plural. In there, the verb, when subject is singular, the subject is plural, the verb will be singular. Okay, students? So here example, she is baking some cookies. So is baking, is the helping verb, and baking, bake was the base verb. We are adding ing to it. Bake, e was there in the end. We dropped e and we wrote only ing. There is a rule related to this point. I will be explaining you in the next slide. When I'm explaining you about the rules, I will explain you this point also, students. Okay. Next, they are performing yoga. Okay, so what is the verb here? Are performing. Are is the helping verb and performing is the main verb. Perform is the word which is the base form of the verb. So we are adding ing to it. Got it, students? Here also we are adding ing to the base form of the verb. Next one, I am helping my mom in the kitchen. Okay, so what is the verb here? Am helping. Am is the helping verb, and help is the base form of the verb. And what we are doing, we are adding ing to the base form of the verb, isn't it? So I am helping my mom in the kitchen. So after seeing this example, what did you observe? In present continuous tense, we are adding helping verb, and we are adding base form of the verb plus ing. Got it, students? Okay, next. Now, again here there is one more video which I want you to see, and here pay attention to the verbs written in red color in the story. All these verbs shows action or state in present continuous tense. Okay, students, so here down there will be sentences which will be written, and the words which are highlighted with red color, those words will be in present continuous tense. Okay, students, now let us see the video.
What are they doing? The Clarks are having such a great time. It's a pleasant evening. Paul and his parents are watching a comedy. It's so funny. They're laughing a lot. Lucy and her mom are sitting on the sofa. Lucy is playing with her doll. Oliver is playing with his toy car on the floor. Lucy and Oliver are not watching the comedy. Olivia is in her room. She is sitting at her desk. She is typing on her laptop. Mrs. Clark is leaving now.
Where are you going, honey?
I'm going to the kitchen. I have to make dinner.
I'm coming too. I want to help you.
Mr. and Mrs. Clark are making dinner now. They like to cook together. Mrs. Clark is slicing the vegetables and her husband is frying the food. Dinner is ready now. But Olivia is missing.
Where's Olivia? Paul, please go to her room and tell her we are waiting for her.
What are you doing, Olivia?
I'm writing an email to my friend Amy.
Dinner is ready.
Everyone is waiting for you.
I'm sending it now. I'm coming.
The Clarks are having dinner now. They are enjoying it. It's almost bedtime. Paul is going to the bathroom. He is brushing his teeth.
Mom, what are Lucy and Oliver doing? Are they sleeping?
No, they aren't. They are taking a bath.
And they are splashing water all around.
They are having so much fun.
Oliver and Lucy are in bed now. Their mom is telling them a bedtime story. Olivia is lying on her bed. She is looking at some photos on her phone. Her parents are knocking at the door. They are opening the door.
Olivia, are you playing games on your phone?
No, I'm not. I'm just looking at some photos.
Her mom is taking away her phone.
It's very late. It's time to go to sleep, my dear.
Olivia's parents are kissing her goodnight. Olivia is sleeping now. Paul can't sleep. He is going on a class trip tomorrow. He is thinking about it. He is very excited.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
It's morning. Paul is going on the trip by bus. The kids are looking out of the window.
Look! A fox is chasing a rabbit. The rabbit is running really fast.
The bus is crossing a bridge.
Look! There are some animals at the stream. A bear is eating fish. And a deer is drinking water.
The squirrel is coming too. It's running towards the stream.
Look! There is a helicopter coming towards us. It is flying very low. Is the pilot waving at us?
Yes, he is. Let's wave back at him.
The kids are waving back at the pilot.
Wow! We are entering a tunnel. It is getting darker and darker.
Ooh. We are coming out of the tunnel now.
The class is visiting the botanical garden now. The teacher is showing the kids many plants and flowers. The kids are listening carefully.
Look! There is a bird nest in the tree. 3 baby birds are sitting in the nest.
They are waiting for their mother. It is coming now.
It's feeding them. The bird is singing so sweetly.
It's getting late. Everybody is getting on the bus. The bus is going back home. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit our website kidspages.com.
Okay, students, I hope you enjoyed it a lot, and also you gained a lot of new words which are in present continuous tense. Okay, you learned a lot of words, isn't it, which are in present continuous forms. So now we will be doing the exercise in our grammar today books. I want you all to take out your Grammar Today books so that we will start doing our exercise. Okay, students? Now, before doing the exercise, I just want to refresh the what is simple present tense and what are the rules which we are going to follow when we are doing the exercise. Okay. So the simple present tense is used to describe an action that is happening right now or when it happens on regular basis. Okay, the action or state that is currently in progress or that is happening often. Okay, now you have to follow these rules when you are doing the exercise or when you have to you have to convert the verb into a simple present tense. Okay, the first rule: subject plus verb, base verb, plus s or es plus object. Second one, subject plus verb plus object. So when the subject is singular, the verb will be plural. So we will add s and es to the base form of the verb. Okay, when subject is plural, then the verb will not be changing. It will be in the form of base verb only. We will not make any changes to the base form of the verb. Got it, students? So let us revise once more. Subject plus verb plus s plus or es plus object. Okay, if the subject is in singular form, then the verb will be plural. Okay, so we will add s or es to the base form of the verb. Got it? Next rule, subject plus verb plus object. So when the subject is plural, verb will be in singular form. So we will not make any changes to the base form of the verb. Okay, students? Come on now. I want you to take out page number 37, exercise J in your Grammar Today books. Okay, students? I hope you are ready with your books. Okay, now let us do exercise J in your grammar book. Exercise G, fill in the blanks with suitable verbs from the box. Okay, and there is a box given and the answers are given here in the form of verbs. So let us choose the answers and fill in the blanks with the appropriate answers. Okay, let us see what is there in the box. Drives, rises, watch, goes, bray, cry, walks, wag, rotates, has, knee, revolve, love. Okay, can you guess what form these verbs are in? Can you, any guesses, students? Yes, all these verbs are in simple present tense form. Okay, all these verbs are in simple present tense forms. Okay, now let us go to the exercise. First one, we dash the flag ceremony every year. Watch. So here watch is the verb and verb is in singular form. Why it is in singular form? Because we is the subject here and we is in plural form. So when the subject is plural, the verb will be singular. Got it? Next, the Umair family dash for a picnic once a month. Goes. So Umair family is the subject here and it is in singular form. So the verb will be in plural form. So goes is the verb here in the sentence. So go is the singular form and when we add es it becomes plural. Goes. Go, goes. Next one. My grandfather dash for an hour every morning. Walks. So my grandfather is the subject here and it is in plural form, a singular form, isn't it? My grandfather is the subject here and it is in singular form. Walks is the verb here and it is in plural form. Why? Because when the subject is singular, the verb will be plural. So what is the base form of verb here? Walk. what we are doing here, we are adding s in order to make it into walks. Make it into a plural form. Okay, next. The sun dash from the east rises. Okay, so the sun is the subject and it is in singular form. So the verb will be in plural form. So what is the base form of the verb here? Rise. So what we are doing here, we are adding s to make it into a plural form. Got it? Next. Fifth one, horses dash and donkeys dash. Horses is the subject here. Here there are two subjects in the sentence, horses and donkeys. So when the subjects are plural, so the verb will be singular. So horses neigh and donkeys bray. Next one. The earth dash once in every 24 hours. So rotates. The earth is the subject here and it is in singular form. So the verb here is in plural form. Okay. So what is the base form of the verb? Rotate. And what we are adding? We are adding s to the base form of the verbs to make it into a plural form. Next one, seventh one. Planets dash around the sun. Revolve. Planets is the subject and it is in plural form. So the verb will be in singular form, isn't it? Revolve. Next one. Bears dash honey. Love. Bears is the subject here and it is in plural form. So the verb here is in singular form. Love. Next, ninth one. Dogs dash their tails when they are happy. Wag. So dogs is the subject here and it is in plural form. So the verb is in singular form. Wag. Next, babies dash when they are hungry. Cry. So babies here is the subject and it is in plural form. So verb will be in singular form, the base form of the verb. So cry. Next, a rainbow dash 7 colors. Has. So a rainbow is the subject here, but has is not the main verb here. Okay, so there is no rule applied. We are just writing has to make a proper sense to the sentence. Okay, next one. 12th one. Naveed dash a taxi. Drives. Naveed is the subject and it is in singular form. So the verb will be in plural, isn't it? So what is the base form of the verb here? Drive. What we are doing? We are adding s to make it a plural verb. Okay, drives. So students, simple present tense exercise ends here. Okay, now we will do the next exercise. The next exercise is related to present continuous tense. Okay, so there are certain rules which we have to follow when we are making a verb into a present continuous tense. So let us see that. Okay, so first we will be seeing the definition of present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is the action or activity going on at the time of speaking, and it takes a form of subject plus is, am, are plus verb plus ing. Okay, when subject is singular, helping verb is also singular. When subject is plural, helping verb is also plural. Got it, students? Now we will see certain rules which we will be following when we are adding ing to the verb, base form of the verb. Okay, now rule number 1. When a verb ends with one or more consonants, then simply add ing to a verb. Okay, when a verb which ends with one or more consonants. So here first you need to know what are the vowels and what are the consonants. So what are vowels? You have already learned in your previous classes, isn't it? Vowels are a, e, I, o, U. Okay, they are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. And rest all the other alphabets are known as consonants. Got it, students? Okay, so here, if the verb ends with one or more consonants, then simply add ing to a verb. Okay? Example, eat, eating. So what we are doing here? We are adding ing to the base form of the verb. Eat, we are adding base form is eat, and what we are doing? We are adding ing to the base form of the word. So eat will become eating. Okay, next, rule number 2, when the verb ends with a consonant plus vowel plus consonant. CVC rule. CVC rule. Okay, add ing to the verb. Okay, when the verb ends with consonant, add ing, and also what you have to do, you have to double the last alphabet of the verb. Okay, so example here, swim. Okay, so WIM. WIM is in the form of CVC. So W is consonant, V is vowel, and C again and M again is consonant. So what we are doing here, the last alphabet M, we are doubling it and then we are adding ing to it. Okay? So swim becomes swimming. Next one, rule number 3. The verb that ends with a consonant and E at the end of the word, then E is removed and ing is added to the verb. Okay, here when the verb ends with E, we are dropping E and we are adding ing to the verb. So here example is given, dance. So what is there in the end of the verb here? E, isn't it? So we are dropping E and just we are adding ing. Got it, students? So dance will become dancing. Okay, rule number 4. If the verb ends with W, X and Y, then just add ing to the verb. Okay, so the verbs, if they are ending with W, X and Y, then what you will be doing? You will be simply adding ing to the verb. Example, cry. So what is at the end of the verb here? What is the last alphabet of the verb here? Y. So what we are doing is we are simply adding ing to it. Cry becomes crying. Next, snow. What is the last alphabet here? W. So when W is coming, what we are doing? We are simply adding ing to it. So snow will become snowing. Next, mix. What is the last alphabet of this word? X. So what we are doing here? We are simply adding ing. So mix will become mixing. Okay, so the last rule, when a verb ends with ie, then remove ie and add y to the verb. We add y to the verb to avoid too many vowels in a word. Okay, we don't want too many vowels in the word. That's why what we are doing, we are dropping ie and simply we are adding y. Got it, students? Okay. Example, lie, L-I-E, lie here. So we have I-E in the end. So we are dropping I-E, we are adding Y, and after Y we are adding I-N-G to the verb. So lie will become lying. So students, I hope you understood all the rules. All these rules we already discussed in the previous video, but to refresh the previous knowledge, I have discussed all these rules once again. Okay students, now let us go to the exercise. So exercise M, page number 40. Got it, students? Now fill in the blanks with verbs of the present tense from the box. Okay, there is a box given and all the answers are given in the box. We have to select an appropriate answer and fill in the blank. Got it, students? Now let us see what are the answers. Is wagging, is reading, is having, are flying, is busy, are studying, are celebrating, are drinking, is playing, are running, is sitting, are trying. Okay, students, so what these answers are in which form? Can you tell me in which form are these answers are having? Yes, they are having present continuous form, isn't it? Because they have a helping verb and base verb is added ing to it, isn't it? So this form consists of a present continuous tense, isn't it? Okay, now let us go to the exercise. Question number 1. Rihanna dash her dinner is having, isn't it? So what is the subject here? Rihanna. Rihanna is in singular form. So the verb will also be in singular form, isn't it? The helping verb will also be in singular form. That's why we are writing is. And having. What is the base form of the verb here? Have. H-A-V-E. So when there is E at the end, we are dropping E and simply we are adding ing to it. Got it, students? Is having. Next, second one. Grandmother dash in the lawn is sitting. Grandmother is the subject and the subject is in singular form. Okay, so the verb will also be in singular form. That's why we are writing is. The helping verb will be is. The helping verb will also be in singular form. So we are writing is and sitting. Sit. What is the base form of the verb here? Sit. Why we are doubling T again? Because it is in CVC form, and when it is in CVC form, what we are doing, we are doubling the last alphabet of the verb and we are then adding ing. So SITTING, sit will become sitting. Next, third one. My brother dash with his books is busy. My brother is in singular form, the subject. That's why the helping verb will also be in singular form. And busy is the present, simple present tense here. Okay. Next, fourth one. The kites dash in the sky are flying. Why we are writing are here as helping verb and not is? Let us see. The kites is the subject here and the subject here is in plural form. That's why the verb also is in helping verb is also is in plural form. That's why we are writing are here. Okay, next, what flying? Flying, what is the base form of the verb? Fly. And when y is coming at the end of the verb, then what is the rule? We have to simply add ing to it. So fly will become flying. Are flying. Okay, next. That dog dash its tail is wagging. That dog is the subject here and it is in singular form. So the helping verb will also be in singular form, is. And wagging, what is the base form of the verb here? Wag. And it is following CVC rule. That's why we are doubling the last alphabet, that is G, and then we are adding ing. So wag will become wagging. Next, sixth one. The clothes dash in the sun are drying. The clothes here is the subject and they are in which form? Plural form. That's why the helping verb is also in plural form, are. Drying, what is the base form of your verb here? Dry. Because y is coming at the end, that's why simply we are adding ing to it. So dry will become drying. Next, seventh one. My father dash the newspaper is reading. So my father is the subject here and it is in singular form. So the helping verb is also in singular form, is. And read is the base form of the verb here because the last word is a consonant. That's why we are adding ing to it. Got it, students? Next, my friends and I dash for the test are studying. Do you remember this rule? When there is when and is connecting two subjects, then it is in plural form. So when the subject is in plural form, the verb will also, the helping verb will also be in plural form are. Study is the base form of the verb here, and because y is coming at the end, we are simply adding ing. So study will become studying. Next, Aman and Rihan dash coffee are drinking. Again, same rule applied because and is connecting two sentences, it will be in plural form. The subject will be in plural form. So the helping verb is also in plural form. Okay, are. Drink here is the base form of the verb because there are two consonants at the end of the verb. That's why simply we are adding ing to it. So drink will become drinking. Next, the cricket team dash a match against Australia is playing. So the cricket team is the subject here and it is in singular form. So the base verb here will also be in singular form, and play is the base verb here, and we are adding ing to it. Why? Because y is coming at the end of the verb here. That's why play will become playing is playing. Next, the twins dash their birthday today are celebrating. The twins is the subject here and it is in plural form. That's why the helping verb will also be in plural form are. Celebrate is the base form of the verb here and we are just adding ing to it. So celebrate will become celebrating. Okay, 12th one. The horses dash in the race are running. The horses is the subject here and it is in plural form. That's why the base form of the verb here will also be in plural form. Okay, run is the base form here, and as it is in CVC rule, R is the consonant, U is the vowel, and N is again a consonant. That's why we are doubling the last alphabet N and then we are adding ing to it. So run will become running. Okay, students, we will now take up a new exercise, exercise K, page number 38. Okay, now change the underlined verbs into the present continuous tense and rewrite these sentences. Okay, so the question is given in present, simple present tense. We have to change it into present continuous tense and we have to rewrite it. Okay, now first one, Neha cries loudly. So cries is the verb here and it is in simple present tense. So we have to change cries into present continuous tense. So Neha is crying loudly. Neha is the subject here and it is in singular form. That's why the base verb will also be in singular form is, and cry is crying. So here we are adding ing to the verb in order to change from simple present tense to present continuous tense. Next, Rashid swims like a fish. So swims is in simple present tense. So we have to change it into present continuous tense. Rashid is swimming like a fish. So Rashid is the subject here and it is in singular form. That's why the helping verb will also be in singular form is. Swim is the base form of the word and we are adding ing to it. So swimming is swimming will be in the verb here and it will be in present continuous tense. Third one, Juveria smiles sweetly. Juveria is the subject here and is smiling is the verb here. Juveria is smiling sweetly. So smile was the verb and it was in simple present tense, and we have changed it into present continuous tense by adding helping verb, and the base form of the verb will be added ing to it. Got it? So is smiling. Next, fourth one, this group practices regularly. Okay, this group is practicing regularly. So practices was the base or the subject, the verb here, and it was in simple present tense. Now we have to convert it into present continuous tense. So what we are doing, we are adding the base form, the helping verb here, and all to the base form of the verb we are adding ing, because the subject here is in singular form. That's why the helping verb will also be in singular form, and base form is practice, and we are adding ing to it to make it into a present continuous tense. Next, fifth one, Sajid heats food on the stove. So heats is the subject, heats is the verb here, and it is in simple present tense. Sajid is heating food on the stove. So Sajid is the subject here, is heating is the verb, is the helping verb, and heat is the base form of the verb, and we are adding ing to it. So heat will become heating, is heating, and it will be in present continuous tense. Next one, the paper fly in the wind. So fly is in simple present tense, so we have to change it into present continuous tense. The paper is flying in the wind. So the paper is subject here, and is flying is the verb here. Is the helping verb here, and fly is the base form of verb. We are adding ing to the base form of verb to convert it into a present continuous tense. Okay, next, the mosquitoes trouble a lot. Okay, the mosquitoes are troubling a lot. Okay, trouble is the verb here, and it is in simple present tense. Here the mosquitoes are the subject, and it is in plural form. That's why the helping verb will also be in plural form, are. Trouble is the verb, base form of the verb here, and what we are doing, we are adding ing to the base form to convert it into present continuous tense. Okay, eighth one, Javed expects a surprise gift. Javed is the subject here, is expecting a surprise gift. Is expecting is the verb here. So expects here is in simple present tense, and we have to change it into present continuous tense. In order to change it into present continuous tense, we are adding helping verb, and we are adding ing to the base verb. So is the helping verb, because Javed here is subject and it is in singular form. So helping verb is also in singular form, and expect is the base form of the verb, and we are adding ing to the base form of the verb to convert it into simple present continuous tense. Ninth one, Arman paints with oil colors. So paints here is in simple present tense, and we have to change it into present continuous tense. Arman is painting with oil colors. So is painting is the verb here, is the helping verb, and Arman is the subject, and it is in singular form. That's why the helping verb is also in singular form. Paint is the base form of the verb, and what we are doing to the base form of the verb here, we are adding ing to it to make it into a present continuous form. Okay, next, Sumaira and Rabia play cricket basketball. So play is the verb, and it is in simple present tense. So what we have to do, we have to change the simple present tense form of verb into present continuous form of verb. Okay, so Sumaira and Rabia are playing basketball. So here verb is are playing. Why are is the base form of the verb? Because the subject here is in plural form, Sumaira and Rabia, and is connecting two subjects, so it will be in plural form. So are playing. Play is the base form of the verb, and we are adding ing to make it into a present continuous form. Okay, next, Asad enjoys his holidays. Enjoys is the base form of the is the verb, and it is in simple present tense. So we have to change enjoys into present continuous tense. So Asad is enjoying his holidays. Is enjoying is the verb here. Is the helping verb and it is in singular form because the subject is Asad here and it is also in singular form. Next, enjoy is the base form of the verb and we are adding ing to the base form of the verb to make it into a present continuous form. Got it, students? Next, Rahman and Rihan write about Rusty. Write is the verb here and it is in simple present tense. So, we have to convert write into present continuous form. So Rahman and Rehan are writing about Rusty. So Rahman and Rehan, they are two subjects and they are connected with an. So it will be in plural form. That's why the helping verb is also in plural form here. And write is the base form of the verb and we are adding ing to it. So write will become writing and it will be in present continuous form. Next, the animals in the zoo feel cold. Feel is the verb here and it is in simple present tense. So the animals in the zoo are feeling cold. So are feeling here is the verb and because the animals is the subject here and it is in plural form, that's why the helping verb here will also be in plural form are. Feel is the base form of the verb here and we are adding ing to it to make it into a present continuous form. So feel, feeling. Okay students, so here we end our exercise. So let me conclude what all we have learned today in this video. So we have learned about two subtopics in present tense, that is simple present tense and present continuous tense. So let us see the definition of simple present tense. So simple present tense is the basic tense in English. It is used to describe an action that is happening right now or when it happens at regular basis. Okay, when it happens regularly. Okay, it takes a form of subject plus base form of the verb plus object when the subject is plural, and subject plus base form of the verb plus s, es or ies plus object when subject is singular form or subject is in singular form. Okay, when subject is plural, the base form of the verb will not be changed, it will be written as it is. When subject is singular, then the verb will be plural, so we are adding s, es and ies, ses, ses or ies to base form of the verb. Got it, students? Okay, when subject is singular, we add s to the base verb. When subject is plural, there will be no change in the base form of the verb. Okay, now let us see the next subtopic which we did today, that is the present continuous tense. Let us see the definition. The present continuous tense is used for an action or activity that is going on at the time of speaking. Okay, the activity or an action that is going on at the time of speaking. Form, the present continuous tense take the form of subject plus is or am or are plus verb plus ing. Okay, so I repeat, the form the present continuous tense takes is subject plus is or am or are plus verb plus ing. Okay, when subject is singular, helping verb is also singular. When subject is plural, helping verb is also plural. Okay students, now this is the end of my video. I hope what all I have explained you understood it and you will be completing all your work in your grammar book. Okay, now I will take off. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye and take care.